Sure.
I'm trying to get straight.
All right, we are live. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. I am Marcus Holmes, and we are streaming through Restream live on a couple of our channels. We are on our LinkedIn Live channel. We are on our Facebook Live page, Marcus R. Holmes, on the Love and Stuff page, on our Twitch channel, and on YouTube. And we're here taking a moment from the Gratefulness Journey, talking with Tasha Green. Welcome, Tasha Green.
Hi, how are you? Good
Good.
morning. Well, good afternoon.
It is here, but there are people that might be watching anywhere. So I always say good morning, good afternoon, whatever.
Okay.
And Tasha Green is affectionately known to me as Love. I've been calling her Love since we were young adults because we're still young. And she makes these amazing cinnamon rolls that she used to make. And I often think of that when my mother passed away. You brought those cinnamon rolls, and they were such comfort to me, such comfort food. And
That was
so,
your dad.
pardon me?
That was when your dad passed.
Oh, that's when my dad passed. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, she
Hmm.
made cinnamon rolls, but you've been making them for a long time. And so, uh, Tasha is a part of the Love and Stuff community, a part of the Gratefulness Journey, which we want you all to understand a little bit more about the Gratefulness Journey and why you should join Tasha and others like her who are committed to transforming their lives. And so, about a year ago, feels like a little bit more, but time just flies, doesn't it, Tasha?
It does.
We
It
were
really
talking
does.
we were talking about your own personal journey and your some health challenges that you were having, are experiencing. Can you talk to us a little bit about where you were about this time last year and what the doctors were telling you when we first started having conversations around this?
Last year around this time, it really wasn't about the doctors telling me. I was just in a whole lot of different pain. Found
Hmm.
out my sugar level was extremely high. Um, it was like 565
Wow.
if I remember right.
Wow.
Um, I was just going through, just lost a good friend of mine who I call my sister. End up in the hospital, and Marcus reached out to me and he let me know, okay, well, everything I gave him like a list of 10 things that was going on, and I was just overwhelmed with so much going on. So he said, what can we do now, love? He said, this is what I want you to do. He gave me a regimen of what to eat, what to drink. Told me to try to start exercising a little bit. And I told him, oh, it hurts so bad to exercise. He said, yeah, but you still got to do it. Sorry, y'all. My hand keep going down, trying to keep the camera focused. But I did what he told me to do, and it helped. And basically, what he told me to do, I could only eat meat twice a week. I had to eat nothing but vegetables, morning, well, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Well, no, not breakfast, but lunch and dinner. He told me what my options was for breakfast. We cut out sugar, starch. Only meats I could eat was fish and chicken. Um, the thing I was mixing with my teas or either with my water or just drinking as is was it was apple cider vinegar, raw honey, lemons. I threw ginger in there. And I'm missing something, Marcus. What was it?
So I was going to start by reading what you sent to me today, which it was beautiful and it really touched my heart as a backdrop. But I'll go back. Your apple cider vinegar with chopped up ginger, not ginger powder, lemon,
Right,
not lemon
right.
juice, and honey. Boil in water or drink in tea twice a day. And then have 10 glasses of 8 ounces of water also a day. And as she mentioned, no bread other than pumpernickel bread. She could have that. Oatmeal at least twice a week for breakfast. Vegetables only 3 meals per day. Fish and chicken, baked or pan seared, no fried foods. She could have fish or chicken once a week, but not shrimp or tilapia. So it couldn't be the bottom feeder fish that she could have. And let me just say, I'm not a medical professional, but I did get this from a doctor who used to provide this to my mom, Dr. Hambrick, who's no longer practicing. But I just want to put that disclaimer out there just for people to know. And no rice during the 30 days, not even brown rice. Uh, she could have a sweet potato, just not white potatoes. Go easy on the brown sugar, mix in a little honey. Um, we talked about how to dress the vegetables and stuff like that. And so I know you at one point talked to your doctor about it. He was like, "This is great."
He did. And then not only that, I got sidetracked, especially with this COVID. I'm speeding up a little bit, but I got sidetracked a little bit. But every time I got sidetracked, I moved back into what you told me to eat, drink. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I have lost a total of 32 pounds from today to last year. I am so excited because you know what, you guys, and I'm going to try not to get emotional with this. Food is my best friend. It's like my go-to for everything,
Mhm.
and I know it's
Mhm.
probably a whole lot of people out there
Mhm.
that's, just like me.
Yeah.
Um, I woke up this morning feeling so grateful because I was like, you know what? Marcus has been there since day one. I have other people that's been there since day one, but I mean, this man has been checking. Hey, love, how you doing? What you doing? What's going on? And I'll respond real quick. Well, come on, let's talk about it. No, I don't want to. I've been kind of like, but he knows me. And sometimes I'll check in, but it was also what made me reach out to you this morning. I was listening to Carlos Rogers, another
Mm.
good friend of ours, and he
Mhm.
was talking about how food and other things that has our mind to the point where we have to think differently, we have to do differently. And he was just basically telling his friends, I want you around for a long time. Come on, let's get it together. You know what I'm saying? And you just popped up in my mind like, oh my God, I have not thanked him lately. And I'm going to thank this man until I get to my weight goal, and probably even longer than that, because he didn't have to reach out and say, hey, love, do this. Hey, love, do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to check on me. Come on, Cameron. Come on. There we go. He didn't have to check on me um like he does. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful for that. But I was just so grateful. I lost 32 pounds just to lose 5 pounds and then gain it back. It was like, oh my God, what's the use of going through all this? You know what I'm saying? And people, let me tell you, I have been, I am still in pain. I still have a long ways to go. I have to get a hip replacement. So I still got to lose like about 45 pounds. But the point of the matter is, I lost this. It stayed off. And I'm like, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. So I'm so excited about that. And even though people's like, girl, you lost a lot of weight, I don't see it, even though my clothes have changed on the size that I wear or whatnot. But it's still, to me, it's like, have I lost? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in pain. I'm still to the point where I can't do stairs like I used to. I'm a massage therapist. I have to limit. Actually, I haven't been doing no massages. Really, well, I was doing a little bit before COVID, but now I'm not doing none because I can't stand that long. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I know I'm going to get back into doing what I love doing, which is helping people as well as doing my massages. But I was just so excited. And I just had to, he always say, well, let's share your grateful journey. And I share with other people, like, we supposed to, but I haven't got on the screen, shared. I'm not one to really do cameras or stuff like that, surprisingly, as much as I like talking. But um, it's just, I just needed to share this. I was just so overjoyed. Come on,
I am
Trace.
overjoyed to hear it because something that you said is important, love. I want to be around for a long time. I want you to be around for a long time. I want Autumn to have children when she gets married. She's saying now she's not sure, but I want her to get married and have children. And I want to tell her children about the time that you made cinnamon rolls for me. I want you to be around to be able for me to point and say, that's the lady. So we have to do our best to take care of ourselves or we may not be around. Right. And so,
Right.
it's important. And so when I saw that you were I think you had shared a post, and then I was like, okay, let me find out what's going on with love. And so I would inbox you and talk to you. And sometimes you're right. You were like, well, no, I don't feel like talking to them. I'm like, well, no, I feel like talking. Let's find out what's going on.
What's
How
going
can
on?
we, how can we help? Because we are, friends for forever. And so I wanted to make sure that you knew that you weren't going through this journey or your pains alone. So I have to read what you wrote me this morning. Uh, it says, good morning, Marcus. I woke up this morning so grateful to have a friend like you in my life. Marcus, around this time last year, I was a mess health wise. I'm still a mess, just 1/3 healthier than last year, though. Smile. Thank you, Jesus. Hands raised. My total weight loss for the year is 32 pounds. I was just cheering when I read that. I know it's supposed to be more, but I fell off a lot. But I'm grateful for my 32 pounds. It hurts me so bad to do stairs. But while I was in South Carolina, I had to do stairs. So now that I'm home, because I still walk slower than a turtle, I do the stairs at least twice a week, down twice and up twice. Just still doing baby steps. I took beef out my diet completely. Great for you. I got an air fryer because I love chicken so much. That's great. But my goal is to see how much more weight I can get off by November since I need a hip replacement. Can't get it till I lose at least 45 pounds. Well, I just wanted to share my gratefulness with you. I just want you to know what keeps me on track when I fall off is how you told me to eat in the beginning of all this. Thank you so much. I know I'll be thanking you till I can't no more. Enjoy your day. That was so, that was the pick me up that I needed this morning because raised some great points in there, and I don't even think that you were trying to articulate some of these great points, but you raised a great point that we all need to realize, love. We will fall off. We will slack off. We will make mistakes, be it eating, be it relationships, be it resolving conflict. You might have been in a relationship and just fine today, and then you cuss each other out tomorrow. You fell off, or you stop communicating, or you say, I'm going to go back to school and you didn't fill out the application. We all have the potential to fall off, but you got back on. And that's what I want people to hear today on the gratefulness journey. The only way that you can get results is if you get back on, whatever it is. You're trying to um, remove stress in your life, if that's your goal. If you're trying to reconnect with others in your life, if that's your goal. If you're just trying to find more meaning and purpose in your life. When you fall off the gratefulness journey, when you take a misstep or you sit down or you stop, get back up and keep going. It's okay if you fall off because 32 pounds is something that everybody should celebrate. Even if you wanted it to be 75 pounds, it's more than 3 ounces. And so it's 32 pounds. And so maybe it wasn't where you want it to be exactly, but you're beyond where you started. And keep going. I wanted people to hear that. And I wanted people to hear that you were grateful for being on your journey. You were grateful for knowing, hey, I got goals that I want to make. Hey, I know it's going to be some adversity because I have some challenges with my hip going up and down stairs. But guess what? I know I have to do it, that you have built some perseverance for yourself. These are great points and lessons for anybody that would join the gratefulness journey. And so I want to ask you, how would you encourage people to join the gratefulness journey? What would you tell them? Because I'm encouraged. I would join again if I'm not already knowing that you said, hey, I fell off, but I got back on. And I recognize that I'm not on this journey alone and I'm going to keep persevering. What would you tell somebody about why they should join you on this gratefulness journey?
I have come to realize, like you said, one, we all need to know we're human. We're gonna make mistakes. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong. And the main thing I like about Gratefulness Journey, you have support. You may not see it, but you have support. You have this big old community that will reach out to you and tell you, hey, it's okay, let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up, don't beat yourself up. Okay, you gained a pound, or okay, it didn't turn out right today, but hey, tomorrow, or matter of fact, the next hour is going to be better. Let's
Mhm.
keep it moving. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So
Mhm.
don't beat yourself up so much. It's just good to have people that care about you, or let me just say a community that care about you, that's willing to reach out to keep telling you, Let's keep moving. I
Mhm.
got your back. Regardless if you're feeling down today, I have you. So, it's always good to have that with you when you're going through something. That's the best thing about love and stuff and this grateful journey.
Yeah.
And they're always there to make you smile even when you're sad. You know what I'm saying? There's days when I turn into love and stuff. I might hear for the whole duration, or I might just go ahead and just listen to some, but it's always something in there that's going to motivate you to keep going more. It's always something in there that's going to lift your spirits up, and that's what it's all about, lifting each other up. You need that community to lift you up. You can't do it by yourself,
Mhm.
especially with this COVID going on. It's so much depression that's coming into people's mind. You need people out there that's going to lift you up,
Mhm.
or you lifting them up. It's just, that's it.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I said I had to get you on so people, sometimes everybody doesn't get to see everybody that's on the gratefulness journey. I'm trying to encourage more of you and more of you to come on and share your gratefulness journey moments because they can hear mine, but I'm the one that started the gratefulness journey. So it's different. But I want them to hear everybody that's in the gratefulness journey. And I try not to inundate you with content every day. Everybody that's in the gratefulness journey, I try to send you messages that help to keep us all going. But I want to share everybody else's message because Tasha, this is great. Somebody else out there is in love with food like you are and I am. Somebody else out there has walked through loss, and we haven't talked about you. You've experienced some deep losses, and some of them pretty rapidly, like I have. Some of different things have occurred in your life: the loss of income, the loss of being able to do your massage therapy, the loss of having your brick and mortar and having to step away from that, which I know was a big decision for you and painful for you to be able to do. I'm so proud of you that you're still here and still committed to getting better, and it will get better, and you will be back to getting those bomb massages that everybody is telling me are so wonderful, and your business will boom and it will flourish. It's just maybe God is saying, hey, let's work on Tasha. You've been working on everybody else and their self care. Let's work on Tasha so that she can be all that she can be, bringing all of that love that she brings to people. Maybe that's what God is saying in the season.
That's how I take it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's just how I take it, because even though I'm going to share a little bit tidbit with you. While I was going to South Carolina, I went twice.
Hmm.
Another loved one I lost, but it was my best friend. I call her my other godmother because Nicole's mom was my godmother as well.
Hmm.
So my best friend's got mom passed May 9th. That's all she knew was her mom. You know what I'm saying? Even though she has family there, that's all she knew was her mom. I had to get, and I told her mother some years back, if anything ever happened to you, it'll always be me and Landa. She'll always have a family here. So I just went. We did the funeral and stuff, and it was like I was her own, her other daughter. That's how we did everything together. I did everything until I got there. We did it over the phone or stuff. But I went there and I told her, I said, okay, sissy, I got to go take care of me. I had some business. I had to come back in, to see if I'm going to get some income or whatnot, as well as health. She said, okay. I said, I'll be right back. Then I went back because I'm just getting back home. I only been home for about a week. I
Hmm.
went back and stayed with her for 3 weeks. And I told her, I was like, if you're not ready for me to go, I'm not going. I had to make sure she was okay. So here it is. Both of us diabetic. Her diabetes is worse than mine. But I'm making sure she eat, making sure she take her medicine. And at the same time, I'm struggling and cussing these stairs out, going up the stairs or whatnot. But I was just proud that I could be there for my friend.
Hmm.
I was proud to the point where I was still helping both of us out. And I just knew I gained 30 pounds with this COVID. When the doctor just told me I only gained 5, I was like, ooh, that was a good thing. Because when I get with her, I tell you, I have to really like beat both of us up like we eating out of control. Stop it. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I was really excited about that. And then she seen, okay, so this how you eat when you at home. I said, yeah, I know you don't cook, but let's prepare this and that. We're going to put it in the freezer so the days you don't feel like cooking, you can just take it out. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
she made sure I made at least something for the week. before I left. She ate off of it for the whole week, but still it was stuff in the freezer. I'm like, look, you can put this and this together. It only take a minute to warm it up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was excited about that, but at the same time, just them stairs. Look, you seen when I came over your house how them stairs, and her stairs is steeper and it was more. And just going up, because that's where the bathroom was. That's where the bedrooms was. And I was like, Jesus, this hurts so bad. Then had to climb my short self up in her car
Mm-hmm.
because she had a truck.
Mm-hmm.
I really did a lot, but the point is I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. Little by little, and this your words kept going in my mind, Tasha, if you just walk down the driveway this bit. You know what I'm saying? Just do little stuff just to make sure your bones don't lock up on you. And it's not so much as it's locking up on me, it just hurts so bad just to move them. You know what I'm saying? But I did it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So, yeah, I was, like I said, grateful. It's a whole lot of times where I felt down and I just get on you was on there seeing your gratefulness journey. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you're right. Today gonna be good. We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
People need it.
Yes. And I want more people to join and share. That's what the gratefulness journey is all about, because you never know at the moment that somebody needs to be encouraged, there is a moment of gratefulness that someone can share. It is truly contagious. So I'm going to share with everybody the stuff that I share with Tasha. And I decided, Tasha, this morning that I am going to do a free ebook of the stuff I share with you. And I'm going to call it Tasha's Tidbits. And anybody that joins the gratefulness journey and anybody who wants it can get this same information that I shared with you a year ago. And I'm just grateful that it's, working for you. And, again, the disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I did get this information from a doctor who no longer practices, and that was years ago that he gave this information to me. So but you feel free to check it out. What your doctor, Tasha, did, her doctor said this is great. So you can check it out with your doctor if you decide to do this. I think it will be great for anybody that's in love with food or anybody that knows that they need to make some changes health-wise. Okay. So for the next 30 days, vegetables only for 3 meals per day and fish or chicken once per week, baked or pan-seared, no shrimp or tilapia, no fried foods, no bread other than pumpernickel, oatmeal at least twice a week for breakfast, apple cider vinegar with chopped up ginger, lemon, and honey. You can boil that in water or drink it in tea twice a day. 10 glasses of 8 ounces of water at least once a day. Walk twice per day, at least 6 city blocks. Now, if you don't live in the city, then you probably have a longer block, so you can cut that in half. If you are having trouble walking, then, as I told Tasha, walk up and down your driveway and then walk up and down the sidewalk at a house every day until your tolerance builds up to walk a block, then walk 2 blocks, then walk 3 blocks. But get out and do some walking every day. Those of you that like to ride the bike, you can ride the bike. If you're able to ride the bike, you can do that. But get out and get mobile. Then we talked about no pop, no Kool-Aid, 6 ounces of orange juice and cranberry juice, not juice cocktail, no sweet tea. If you can dance, you can walk. You can prepare your vegetables several ways. I mean, there are tons of ways to prepare them, but I said, hey, steam them. You can pan sear them, stir fry them with olive oil or ginger sesame oil. You can use egg whites, vinegar, oil, and seasoning to make you a dressing if you decide to do that. You can grill them or broil them with the above oils and or with carrots, raw or juiced. So if you have juicers, you can do that with your vegetables. You can juice your vegetables. Let's see. You can have a sweet potato, just not white potatoes. Go easy on the brown sugar, just a dash, and mix it with honey or make a drizzle for that sweet potatoes. If you do create a dressing of olive oil, lemon juice, vinegar, or red wine, you can use that. Oregano and your favorite seasoning, you can find different ways to enjoy those vegetables. And no rice for the 30 days, including brown rice. And so that was, now you may modify that Uh, and love will tell you, might people call it cheating, I call it modifying. If it's the Labor Day is coming up and you want you some pork ribs, you could have some pork ribs, but you have to do that in moderation.
Moderation.
Up your water and up your vinegar, apple cider vinegar drinking during that time. So where you'd have 2 cups, you got to add an additional cup if you know you're going to have some barbecue. And I'm not a proponent of depriving people from things that they like. It's really about building a discipline so that you do things in moderation. Notice it's for 30 days so that you can start you a new path. It's not so that you can say, I'm giving something up, even though Tasha gave up beef. Good for her. That's not necessarily the goal overall, but it's a goal for her. And so it makes you be disciplined about the choices that you're going to make, about the things that you're going to eat, and the things that are going to impact your body and impact your sleep. It's going to impact your sleeping. Now, Tasha's a little different because she has some pain about that hip. So that's going to be something that we're working to, get the weight off so that she can have the necessary thing. But Tasha, I meant to tell you can do some turmeric to kind of help with that pain too.
I take
Either the
turmeric.
turmeric. Yep, yep. Some of that should help with some of the pain, but you're going to only be free of that once the doctors do their part in that. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
But it's for you to have a better life. And out of it, you're saying that Tasha's having a more grateful life, even in the journey where she's learning to care for her because she's used to caring for everybody else. She's like many of you, and sometimes me, we've been caregivers for everybody else. And so now it's tough sometimes being caregiving for yourself, but she's learning that caregiving for yourself. And I believe, love, the more that you do about it, the more your deep discovery of the wonderful love and person that you are is going to shine through even more, and it's going to bless your love life. Now, that's just my belief. I'm not a prophet, but I believe that you get deeper in the love of yourself, and then that love starts to bubble up more, and you start to feel more open and good about love coming back into your life. Now, that's what I believe for you.
I'll accept
And
it.
so, and so I just want to encourage everybody, join the Gratefulness Journey. I've dropped the link. When you join, you get a free quiz to take a gratitude quiz to see how grateful you are. And it tells you the areas that you need to work on. We will occasionally send you content about gratefulness. We won't inundate you every day with just tons of contents. It's not, putting you in a sales funnel to sell you something. It is really just to get you to thinking about how can you include more gratefulness in your life. And when you do that, the gratitude science says that you are 49% more productive, that your brain goes into an area of automatically processing habits better, that it declutters your thinking so that you can think more clearly, that it improves your immune system. There are so many health and physical benefits from gratitude, and not just the psychological benefits of gratitude, which are immeasurable, of how it boosts your esteem, of how it boosts your empathy, your capacity to forgive and to heal, all of those things beyond measurement. But it also has some great physiological benefits as well. So that's why we want you to join Tasha Green, who we call love in our community, and all folks that are in the gratefulness journey, Sonia, Sharice, and many others that have shared from their gratefulness moments. We want to share with the world your gratefulness moments, and we can't share them unless you join the gratefulness journey. It's simply this: 3 things you're grateful for every day. Think of 3 things. And if you can't think of 3 things, that's okay. That's the place to start. Click Google and type in things to be grateful for and see if any of the things that come up resonate with you. But if you woke up this morning and you're grateful for that, there's number 1. 3 things you're grateful for, and then you got to speak them aloud. Speak them aloud because that serves as an affirmation. That affirmation means that you're calling unto you what you want. Now, if you're saying you're grateful for something that you're not, so if you're saying I'm grateful for my wife, but you're always cussing your wife out, that gratefulness will fight against who you are. And that's what you want. You want to be challenged so that you aspire to be something different than you are today. So that is the transformative power in affirmations. Affirmations call into you what you want, and they challenge who you are that's different from what you're saying. Okay. And then the third thing is you share it with three people. Like today, Tasha shared it with more than three people. But you have opportunities, even if you're talking to somebody on a Zoom, if you're in the drive through at Popeyes, if you're in the CVS, you can just say, hey, I'm grateful today to be alive. How about you? That person is going to say, you know what? I'm grateful too. Or they might say, oh, no, it's a bad day. So, yeah, but it is a day. Even if it's bad, you're here to feel it. That gratefulness calls unto gratefulness, and it challenges anything that isn't grateful. And that's what you want to create in your environment. You want a high environment of gratitude and gratefulness because it's going to call unto you things that respond to gratefulness. And so I am so glad we got folks that are joining us here: Angelique Ellis, Christopher Jordan, Quentin, Orlando, a whole bunch of folks are coming in or have come in. Carmen Evans, Vivian Morrison, Sonia Wadi, Eunice Shaw Peak, James Arnold, Cedric Jones, Rhonda Blair, Keisha Kiko Douglas, Shantae Michelle Jackson, Deborah Hill. Thank you all that you have come to share with me and Tasha Love Green on the Gratefulness Journey. The link is in the comments. If you want to join the Gratefulness Journey, I'll drop it again. And those of you that have joined the Gratefulness Journey, just like Tasha has done today, just for a few minutes, we want to have you on to share your gratefulness moments so that others will see the folks that are in the Gratefulness Journey and the folks that are benefiting from the Gratefulness Journey. I can tell you that I am so proud of you, Tasha.
Thank
32
you.
pounds is a milestone. You have much to celebrate, and the best is yet to come. The best is yet
And
to
I
come.
want everybody to know too. Y'all need to pay attention to Marcus' page. Sometimes he be putting on some bomb recipes if you got an air fryer. I haven't did that. Well, I messed up with my potatoes, but I haven't did the sauce that you put on the potatoes with the blue cheese or whatnot. Yes,
Mhm.
some of his recipes is kind of good.
Thank you for that. I thought about making an ebook of some of the recipes as well. I'll hold off so that more people can send their recipes in so that we can do it that way. But I'm so grateful that Autumn bought me that air fryer. I don't know what to do. I've never been a person who did a lot of frying. My dad was the king of fried foods. And so I really have never really tried it after his passing. He could fry anything. He would fry food. My dad could fry anything. But the air fryer gives you that fried, crispiness. And most recently, I had those Cornish hens. I just, I'm gonna be buying Cornish hens for just to buy them. I put the bad boys in that air fryer. I soaked them in buttermilk and seasoned them and left it overnight. Actually, I left it over 2 days. I meant to leave it only overnight. Shook up my Tupperware with them in it. I didn't even dredge them in flour. I put them directly into the air fryer, put it on 360 degrees for 35 minutes, and then turned them over for 10 additional minutes. They were juicy, crispy on the outside, but juicy on the inside. And I'm telling you, I said, wow, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that and the potato wedges are my two favorites so far in the air fryer. I love potatoes. I don't eat them all the time, but I try to have a potato maybe once or twice a month. And I just slice them up into wedges because I'm careful. I'm a fried food lover. That's my guilty pleasure. And I'm passing by McDonald's. I'm like, not
Not
today,
today.
Satan, because I could be in a drive-through without thinking about it. It's almost like on
Mm-hmm.
automatic. I go turn into the lane. I'm like, how did I get in this drive-through? And I know what I want: some fries.
Mm-hmm.
And so do that in moderation and have a potato here or there. And I'm not really even a big mashed potato fan. It's just grease. I know what it is. And so the air fryer reduces that, and it's fantastic.
I
So
have
I'm going to work on.
substituted eggplant for my potatoes, even though I love potatoes like you. But I'm going to see
Mm-hmm.
how if it fries the eggplant wedges, as I call them, like the
Mm-hmm.
potato wedges, because that's what I used to do on
Got
the
it.
stove. So I want to see if it does the same thing. And if so, with that
Yeah.
sauce, oh baby, I'll let you know how I
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I also do parsnips. Parsnips
Never
fry
had that.
up a little bit like a potato. the taste is slightly different, but if you season it right, it fries up like a potato. So you can slice up parsnips and do them the same way, boil them for the few minutes, and then put them in the air fryer, season them good, take them out and dip them in the sauce. Autumn loves them. She's like, Uncle, we should have been eating these always. I said, well, I had trouble getting Autumn to eat broccoli. And she said, okra, but okra is actually great for you. But she's like, so I switch up vegetables, I throw them in the stir fry and she eat them. So I sliced up some parsnips and said, oh, these are some potatoes. And she was like, where you get these from? These are good. I said, those are parsnips. But she loves them now. So it's not having to substitute everything. It's doing everything in moderation and eating more of the stuff that you know is healthy, eating less of the stuff that you know your system doesn't break down well, and doing that in moderation. That's all what your journey is about. It really isn't, though I'm proud of you. Red meat, I love red meat, but I'm proud of you that you said, hey, beef is not for me.
That's not.
That's a big step.
Yeah.
But it's creating the kind of life that's going to bring the best health, so you can bring to your game, to your massage, to your caregiving, to your life, the very best that Tasha has to offer. And so I am so proud of you. I
remember when we was going through this. Sorry to interrupt you. I remember we was going through this. It was around, I can't remember what barbecue holiday it was. It must have been Memorial Day or something.
Yeah.
We was barbecuing for something. And I was like, I want some barbecue. And you was like, but that's not vegetables, love. And I was like, okay. I said, I don't care what he said. I'm going to eat me a rib or two. But I understand why he was trying to just keep me on the vegetable thing. Because, it's like once your body, you're doing this with your body, it's like you're doing a cleanse. And then you bring meat back in right away. It wasn't a good thing. But I lived and learned.
Yeah. And you can't beat yourself up when you fall off. I was kind of the one like, okay, you got to get back on it. But you can't beat yourself to death, because guess what? After that holiday is gone, now you got to start, and you see that you learned a lesson. It's going to be a little bit harder because now you got the taste for this other stuff in you. And until you build in a regimen. Now, for some people, they can start a new habit, especially if you stack habits, which I'm saying, writing in my book. If you stack habits, it's easier to build new habits. But sometimes it takes 45 days to build a really good habit. So you just have to be careful about the things you go back to doing before you build in your new habits. Look at the comments. Reba has joined us. Jeremy Haynes has joined us from Texas. Thank you so much. Jelani Bransford says, send me those recipes. I think I'm going to put them in a book. I don't know. Check me out at Men Do Cook on YouTube. Oh, great, Jelani. I might have to come on and do a little cooking segment for you. I don't know. I'm just talking, but I might come on and share at least the Cornish hens. I thought that was fantastic. I saw that somewhere on TikTok or something, and then I just put my own spin to it. And I said, let me just...
You should share that sauce too, the dipping sauce.
Yeah, I'll share that dipping sauce, and I'll share my spaghetti squash, because I did a spaghetti squash and I put a marinara sauce on it in place of actual spaghetti, and it was fantastic. So just different alternatives. I'm not saying that people have to give up spaghetti. I'm not saying you have to do whole pasta. Those are great options, but you have other healthier options to choose. And when you want an option that is not as healthy, do it in moderation. That's the biggest thing that I would say. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a weight loss instructor. I'm none of those things. But I'm saying, for the purpose of building you good habits, you leave room for the things that you love to do, realizing that you have to do them in moderation. You have to do them in moderation. I would never say to somebody that's in love with wine or in love with hard liquor, just keep doing it. No, when you go cold turkey and decide I'm only going to do iced tea, or I'm only going to do ginger ale, or I'm only going to do some seltzer, you can't go back the next week and drink everything you drank before, because that will stop your progress. But what you can do is slowly wind those things back in. And if you're a person that has Jack Daniel every night when you come home from work, maybe you bring that down to a shot once a week or twice a week. See what I'm saying? If you know that liquor makes you act out or brown liquor is not good for your health, then you learn that you have to do it in moderation or make a decision like Tasha, I don't need it in my life. And that's what you do. But you got to get to a place where you're saying, this is about me and living the best life that I can live. And what are the things that I can keep in my life that won't bring me harm? And how can I bring down my usage so that it's in moderation? It's about choices. It's about choices. I am so glad that you came on. I don't know what to do except ask people to join us on the Gratefulness Journey and keep following Tasha Green. She's on Facebook. Go to Tasha Green, follow her. Now, I'm going to have a dating game, so I want you to follow her too. I want Tasha to come to the dating game. But, follow her. She is single. Follow her. She's not
There you go.
right now. So she's not doing it for free. She's a professional massage therapist who is a business owner.
Yes.
What she does for a living. She does that for a living. So when she's back on her feet, back in the swing of things, help to support a Black business. Here is a Black business owner who is showing you that she's not only on the gratefulness journey, she is fully invested in her own self-care. And so I want you to join her and many others that are on the gratefulness journey. And you can click on that link that I've dropped in the comments, and I'll drop it one more time in the comments so that you'll have it. All right, wonderful. All right, thank you so much, Tasha.
You are so welcome, and thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm so excited for your progress. I am so proud of you, and we're going to keep tracking with you, keep encouraging you so we can see the results that you want to have.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody.